two. Want to thump each other? Do it in the ring. Come on.
6, 5, 8.
Right. On your back.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
True. And most of them are in better shape than you.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, I've done wrong. I'm knackered.
You will be come Saturday week. I've seen this cunt called boy in action. They don't call him bazooka for nothing.
Yeah, but
Turn him sideways, you can't see him, but he's got a left like a mallet. And if you ain't in shape, he's going to hammer you.
Whose side you on?
I can't bear the sight of blood.
Come on, throw the ball.
What is it? You all right?
No, I always do this when I'm really enjoying myself, don't I?
Hang about. What happened?
The box is defensive. I couldn't get under his guard.
So?
So I got frustrated.
And?
I hit him with my head.
What, deliberately?
Oh, no, sir, nothing like that. It's more accidental than intentional. Weren't it, Tell? Yes, sir. See, I was coming in hard like you told me to, and his conch come into contact with me.
Yeah, all right.
Someone been in the wars?
Oh, hello, Dave. You'll have to keep a professional eye on this one. He's got the instinct.
Hello, Mr. Connally.
Tiger, you responsible for this?
Professional foul.
Smart ass.
You put me on your books, sir. You promote me. I'm the greatest. I am the greatest.
Now, you're a bloody hooligan.
There's another one over there, an extremist.
Yeah, he's done his wrist.
Don't you get enough violence in the course of one day?
My motto? Let him get out of their system here under supervision. That way we might prevent a lot of aggro later.
Jake Barrett School for Muggers, eh?
Well, so... Oh, my God, no.
Steve? Steve!
Who's she?
His mum.
You're joking.
Also my boss, would you believe?
Oh, I like it. You'll be on Jankers for a week. Now, this I've got to witness. Come on, Sergeant, lead the way. I want a basic for this. It looked could kill.
Maybe a burnt offering. What is this? Special reserve treatment just for him? Do you know his wrist could have been broken? You think that's funny?
Well, let's say it's not that serious.
Well, when I want a second opinion, I'll ask for it.
I'll ask for it. What do you think?
Take it easy, son. Just gonna have a feel around. Now, that hurt? That?
Yeah.
He's pulled a tendon, that's all.
That's all?
Well, Mum, do me a favour. Stop worrying. It's nothing serious. Try to catch a medicine ball.
Oh, the way you were moaning put you on your last leg.
Well, it is painful.
Yeah, I'll put a bandage on it.
Until you tendon, you'll survive.
It should have a cold compress on it. Lots of ice upstairs. Can I offer you folks a drink?
That's very kind of you. Quickie?
Oh, all right. Fine, sure.
Pleasure. You a local girl?
That's right.
You must have them queuing up.
Queuing up, what for?
Have their collars fat.
Some of them play hard to get.
No accounting for taste. Do be honest, will you, Jake? My butler's night off.
Maggie?
It's incredible. It really is.
What do you have to drink?
Champagne.
Steve?
You know,
well,
there's
I think
wrist
I'll have
bandaged and a Coke.
Oh, live dangerously, Steve. Have something in it.
Nothing.
James?
Whiskey, water, no ice.
There's malt if you prefer it.
I prefer it.
It's a hot one.
Yes.
You don't like it?
I don't know. No, he doesn't do much for me.
Then you can go.
But who do you mean?
I'll have him removed. One blank space. Who's your favourite painter?
Painter?
Name him.
You're trying to embarrass me?
On the contrary, I'm trying to
Impress me.
get to know you, if that's acceptable.
No one could ever accuse you of being devious.
No one ever has.
What about Mrs. Connally?
The ex-Mrs. Connally is now Mrs. Anthony Davenport.
I'm sorry. I think I prefer people to possessions. I've never been an acquisitive person.
Have you worked at it?
I've never had the...
Opportunity?
I
was going to say inclination, but you're right. I've never had the opportunity either.
I'll think about it.
Is that a proposition?
No. An intellectual exercise.
Baubles, bangles, and beads. Smacks of slave girls somehow.
Oh. You're a liberal.
Let's just say I'm liberated.
Well, let's say diamonds are a bad girl's best investment.
I'm not up on market trends. What do bad men invest in?
Diamonds. What else?
Oh, I asked for that.
I'm kidding.
Are you?
I was brought up in a strictly conformist home. If you didn't conform, you got your ass tanned. When I entered the great wide world, I thought that a man's best friend was a dog.
And then?
The inevitable. I met a first-class bitch.
Enough to make a man cynical.
Or more discriminating.
You view all women that way, through a glass darkly?
I've got an idea my prospects are getting brighter.
Better answer it. Could be one of your prospects.
Connally. Ah, guten Tag, Jürgen. Wie geht's? Ja, das geht alles in Ordnung. Mit diesem Mann haben wir keine Probleme. Rufe ihn bitte morgen um 18:30 Uhr an und sage ihm, der Vertrag muss morgen Abend abgeschlossen werden. Ja. Ja, stimmt. Ich lasse dann wieder von mir hören. Tschüss. Zum Wohl.
Say no more. I'm impressed.
But you've fallen in love with the view.
It's impressive.
You prefer it to my paintings?
Well, I wasn't making comparisons, but you've got both. What more do you want?
Jake,
What can I do for you?
effect an introduction.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a card and I'll bring it on the silver salver.
A simple introduction will do fine.
Maggie Forbes, Dave Connally.
Hello.
Hello.
Anything else?
Yeah. How about refilling our glasses? Hmm?
How about helping yourself? Hmm?
Competition time.
Nice guy.
Jake,
I won't hear a word against him.
you're fond of it.
I'm fond of it.
And Mr. Forbes?
He died. Dear, oh, I shouldn't...
I'm suddenly in the mood.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Help yourself. You play chess?
Not very well. I try. I'm not very good. I play the odd game now and then with Steve just to keep my hand in. Why? You play seriously?
Always.
Mate in one?
I don't play games. Am I out of order?
No.
The field's clear. I'm not interfering.
You're very direct. Yeah, that's enough. Come on.
Who cares?
Oh, I do. I have to watch him when he's driving.
You haven't answered my question.
Could take offense.
But you won't.
There's no one in my life.
It's all right then. You like whining? Dining? Or what do you do? You play cards?
Canasta?
Oh. How about horses? You like racing, the sport of kings?
Nope.
Or riding then? I've got a few friends in the racing world, access to 1 or 2 stables. If I should ask you to come for a canter.
Give you a tip.
What?
Don't ask.
Boats then. You must like boats. No?
No.
You realize we got nothing in common?
I enjoy a good bout, though.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You have any hopes?
The noble art, ringcraft, footwork, combination punching. I was brought up in it. My dad's a fanatic.
Right, tomorrow night, the Albert Hall, an eliminator. 2 boys, fantastic. I mean, real potential world class. And I ought to know, because I own them. Hello. You all right?
Those stairs. On the landing, you should have oxygen masks. Aye, you're having a party, I won't intrude.
Oh, you mean you're not stopping?
Only if you insist. Would you mind taking my hat, young lady? Please, don't offer me a chair. I'm trying to give them up. But I will have a brandy Benedictine in a straight glass. Thank you. Good evening, my dear. Aye. So, where are the nuts?
We're just leaving.
Oh, nice one. Quick on the cues. I feed them, you feel them. You off?
We eating or not?
Sure. Steve, come on, love.
Well, how do I get in touch?
Well, dial 999. Thanks for the drink. Night.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Night.
Well,
7 dials. Ask for DI Forbes.
Might even get to ask.
Much obliged. Call again.
So, tell me about Dave Connally.
What's to tell?
He's not short of a few, Bob.
So I gather.
He owns a penthouse upstairs and this gymnasium. His dad was a fight promoter. Old school, Mile End Road. Dedicated. You know what I mean?
Son following in father's footsteps.
Why not? Family tradition shows a certain loyalty.
Well, I only know Dave is a man who allows me access to the gym twice a week, regardless.
Expense?
Or inconvenience.
And the money comes from where?
He's an entrepreneur, isn't he?
You what?
Nowadays, it's all down to television link-ups. World title fight takes place where? Montana? Mombasa?
Yeah, but with him, it's not just money.
So he's charitable, he can afford to be. Meantime, you're coaching future talent.
Like me.
Take it easy, Rocky, you just sprained your wrist.
What else?
He's got an interest in a nightclub.
Called?
Casino Royale. He's in property, runs a number of travel agencies. That's it.
Nothing illegal.
Not to my knowledge, no.
So, no form. He's clean.
He's spotless. Groomed and manicured. Why?
He's interesting.
Let's eat, shall we? Excuse me, lad.
You dropped a ricket there, eh, Frank?
I'm saying nothing.
You moved out of your league. It's a big mistake, that. Didn't Mummy warn you about playing with the big boys?
Get stuffed.
No, you don't have to act dumb or aggressive, Frank. You're a natural. Now, let's have a talk about D.D. Road, eh?
Leave off.
Small bank, local, nothing spectacular, and you spend an entire weekend burrowing into the vault. Now, why?
I had exorbitant gas bill.
What were you looking for?
What are you on about?
There's more to D.D. Road than meets the eye, Frank.
You're fishing.
For something bigger than you.
You're bluffing, son.
You reckon?
I want a parley.
Oh, no way, Frank. No deals. I've got you banged to rights.
I want a word with my brief. Now, you know how long I've been here. No food, no fags, no phone call. Nothing.
It's being taken care of.
So's my fanny. Have you seen that hole I'm banged up in? Bloody carsy. Not fit for an animal.
Well, you said it, Frank. I didn't. But okay, play dumb. You want to be a martyr, I'll provide the firewood. But don't go yelling when you get burnt. Okay?
Do me a favour.
The biggest favour I could do you would be to leave you in possession of your bootlaces.
Maisie, Bob Croft's still
Sweating Frank Crowley, sir.
Jimbo?
Well, in the tank, probably.
Maggie?
Out for the evening. Possibly.
Oh, one probable, one possible. You don't give much away, do you? Bob, been making noises, yeah? Yes, well, when you think is right. We'll go in relays, keep the pressure up. He'll crack before we do. Cheers. Now, apropos Maggie.
Yes, sir?
I get the impression she's,
Happier?
well, I was going to say otherwise engaged. She's shot off early every night this week.
I think she's beginning to discover there's possibly more to life than simply being a police officer.
Oh, those are words?
No.
Well,
I'm wonderfully well, thank you.
Shall I have coffee here on the terrace, Mr. Connally?
thank you, William.
Meal was superb, William.
Thank you, Mrs. Forbes.
Thank you, William. Well, he'll have to go.
Go? What do you mean?
His oriental inscrutability slipped a notch. Didn't you notice?
It's a crime?
Never happened before.
Never? All the ladies you've wined and dined on this terrace?
It's a filthy lie. Ask him.
Oh, I bet he's the soul of discretion.
Impeccable references. Guaranteed to show no emotion. It's a shame to see someone break up like that.
Oh, stop it.
It's your fault.
Oh, I'm sure.
One of you will have to go.
Well, that way you stand to lose.
What? What do I lose?
An excellent cook.
Yeah?
I'm a very good dancer.
You're in the mood?
So. Well, he's a fantastic cook, isn't he?
He's also a highly skilled bodyguard.
Bodyguard? William? He looked so, well, so benign.
Just goes to show
Show what?
that appearances can be deceptive.
True. Very true. I think I should be making a move. I feel I'm in the mood to do something foolish.
Foolish?
I meant...
Underneath, you're quite an innocent, aren't you?
I feel like a girl on my first date.
Why don't you just let go?
You'll catch me.
Very easily. I've been thinking. Are you interested? This could be earth-shattering.
Send me a memo.
There speaks the bureaucrat.
What are you, a sadist?
Anyone ever told you you got the most beautiful eyes? Even first thing in the morning?
People generally treat me with respect, even first thing in the morning.
You feel like talking?
No, if you want to, I will.
You prefer tea or coffee?
You woke me up just to ask me that.
Future ref, that's all.
Well, you keep a file.
Unfair.
Sorry.
Last night, I hadn't intended. I mean, it's not what I planned.
Planned? What do you mean?
Big seduction scene, dedicated police officer. Not what I planned.
But I'm glad. I'm glad it's not what you planned, because if you'd planned it, it wouldn't have worked.
But it did. I mean, it worked for me.
You sound surprised.
I am.
Why?
You're not even my type. I usually like them long, blonde, and willowy.
Oh. Is that my cue to get up and leave quietly without any fuss?
No. I prefer you to stay right where you are until further notice.
I will do.
I think I'm... How do you feel?
I feel wonderful. And very sleepy. You?
Fine. As regards the future?
Rosehip tea and 1 spoonful of honey. Next question.
You have to go in today? I mean, you have to report for duty?
Well, what is the time?
Just after 5.
5? My God, you are a sadist, and we have no future.
5 past bloody 5.
It's been a long night.
You intend going on?
Well, I've got time.
What more do you want?
D.I. Cross got a bee in his bonnet.
He wants a stinger up his kilt.
You think she'll hold it out?
I've told you.
He wants a name.
I've given you 3.
Well, Billy Enders, Joe and Jackie Tate.
That's a team.
Now, who set the job up, Frank?
I did.
Well? Nothing, sir.
Nothing.
Well, with respect, sir, I think we're barking up the wrong tree.
Well, if that was your attitude down there...
Yeah, all right. Simmer down. Now, you worked at him.
I did.
Well, maybe I didn't work at him hard enough, eh?
Yeah, all right. Now, come on, it's been a long night. Let's recap from the top. To all intents and purposes, just another bank job. Agreed?
Frank Crowley's the governor. There's no question of that. And they're muscle. They've either found or discovered a bit of brain. They started tunnelling before the staff had left on that Friday.
And then...
We got the tip-off. From that information, I organised a Hoxton swoop, picked up Frank Crowley and collected a... What?
Just over £40,000 of the jewellery, about 30,000 in cash. You can't describe that as a bad night's work.
Tip of the iceberg.
You reckon?
It's a gut reaction, but I'm convinced I'm right.
But you don't go along with that.
No, Gov, I don't. My opinion, they're the cowboys they always were. The wild bunch. We know. Frank Crowley, Billy Enders, Joe and Jackie Tate. Small-time villains after cash. Vault contained a lot of items left there for safekeeping. Apart from the bank's own cash, you got all the usual valuables. Old gold, antique silver, Krugerrands, sovereigns, funny money in tin boxes, non-traceable, instantly disposable.
So what do you reckon? They've gone in looking for Reddies, literally stumbled across this jewellery, out of the way?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, they got greedy. According to Frank, they took it, found they couldn't unload it. One of them panics, thinks of the insurance money and puts out the whisper.
Frank says.
Yeah.
Well, the gospel according to St. Francis.
All right, let's have your version.
It's largely academic.
You mean guesswork?
Yeah, but educated guesswork, Gov. And I've been in your great metropolis for 7 years. And during that time, I've
Things
seen it
change.
Constantly, but one thing that seldom changes is a master craftsman's trademark. Now, Dealey Road is a small bank. It doesn't house the crown jewels, and yet it's got the trademark all over it. Now, why?
Well, could be someone was using it for a rehearsal, a dummy run, you know, or...
Or there was something in that vault that someone wanted.
Like what?
I don't know.
Well, where's the educated guesswork?
The modus operandi, the trademark. It's appeared all over town. Now, having made a study of 5 of the biggest blags that have occurred in and around London over the last few years, it is my considered opinion that every single one of them was masterminded by the same man.
Mr. Big.
You don't go for my master planner theory, do you, Sergeant?
No, sir, I don't.
You think he's a figment, a fantasy figure, that it?
Something like that, sir, yes.
It's like knowing a painter and the way he paints so well that you can recognize his work anywhere.
Good grief.
And like a painter, this man has an eye for detail there. Look, his planning is meticulous. A man who allows for every contingency in the planning, the execution and the aftermath. A man with flair and intelligence. An artist.
All right, so he's brilliant. The architect of organised crime, you Mr. Big.
Yeah, you can call him what you like, Gov. But if we ever catch up with this man, I'll bet my bottom dollar he'll be someone with a sound cover. Someone who puts up the front money, plans the job and collects the lion's share of the proceeds.
In which case, he'll have a couple of passports and at least one back door.
That takes him straight to a 7-figure balance in a Swiss numbered account.
Oh, William. That's very impressive. You don't expect me to eat all this, do you?
You make a good report.
To Mr. Connally.
Of course.
Rosehip tea.
Mr. Connally left instructions.
Mr. Connally's an early bird.
Of course. It is necessary.
Why necessary?
Mr. Connally catch morning flight to the continent.
Continent?
To Geneva, Switzerland. He will return this evening.
What's this? Oh, it's beautiful.
Of course.
Hope this puts a sparkle in those beautiful eyes.
I am not in the habit of crying wolf. I am not an alarmist.
Yeah, Pat, do you get that?
It's not on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm telling you, she hasn't been home all night.
Then there's obviously some perfectly logical Barrett, yeah? She was wearing what? It's not Maggie. We'll get a statement. Well, why not? What is she, a deaf mute? So, no panic.
No panic? What are you talking about?
I'm saying there's no cause for alarm.
Jake?
Yeah?
Insurance people, can they have a word?
Oh, tell them I'll phone them back.
No cause for alarm? Well, then what is? When she's found in the river with her throat cut?
She spent the night away from home. So what? She's a grown woman. She's entitled.
Oh, we're pretty bloody cavalier about the old thing, aren't we? I thought you was a friend.
I am.
And is that all the response?
They're being persistent. What do I tell them?
Put them through.
Oh, they get priority, do they?
In a minute. You were saying?
I sat up all night. She didn't phone.
Well, not at all.
Once, about 10, she spoke to the boy.
Oh, you expect a phone call every hour on the hour?
I expect to know. Simple confirmation. To know whether she's all right, safe and sound. That's not too much to ask.
Well, you better ask her then. She's due to clock on any minute.
You know something I don't you?
I know this much.
Are you going to take this call? You want me to tell them you're not available or what?
No.
Look, she's had a tragedy in her life. She's not through that yet, not be a long shot.
What, you expect her to wear widow's weeds
no,
the rest of her life?
What? You're not available?
Yes.
What are you saying? Are you trying to tell me that Maggie...
Got a man in her life, yes.
Yes, you are available?
Well, I'm open to offers.
Jake!
All right, give us it.
But you don't
Just
care.
a minute. Detective Sergeant Barrett? Yeah, I care very much, but not in the way you think. I'm sorry, I'm having a two-way conversation.
Is it serious?
This call, very.
Am I going to tell the boy then?
Well, no, Steve, without very much, you need to tell him anything. But a sensible suggestion might be for you to go home and ask Steve to explain the facts of life to you.
You know how old I am?
No, I don't. Yes, I do. Look, go home. I'll get to ring you as soon as she arrives.
Beginning to wish I hadn't come in the first place.
Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm raising paranoia in here. Yeah. Well, it's really the claims that have been made that I'm most interested in. Yeah, you could do that for me.
Do you have Forbes? What? Oh, got a name to go with this. Come again? Damien V. Danwoody. What's the V stand for? Really? Has been forging dollar traveller's checks. Well, he doesn't believe in backing Britain, does he? Patriotic, who us? Oh, I should say so. We always stand up and toast the Queen. How often? Oh, very often. When we get bored with standing up, we all fall down. Yes, I am in a good mood, and I'm glad I'm a man after your own heart. At the top of the morning to you, too. Morning.
Morning. You made it in then.
Sorry?
I was getting ready to cover for you.
No need, why?
You just missed your dad.
Oh, don't tell me. You wanted to put me on the missing persons list.
Something like that, yes.
You didn't send him off with a flea in his ear, did you?
I was a bit short, yeah.
Well, couldn't you have told him something?
Like what? Some cock and bull story about the vice squad and all that undercover job.
Sergeant?
I'm getting a little bit weary acting as personal messenger boy.
He's an old man and he worries about me.
Yeah. So what did you tell Steve when you phoned home last night, eh?
Now, that's none of your business. There's no need to look so concerned. I'm perfectly capable of running my own life in my own way without any help or hindrance from you. Understood?
Clearly.
Good. I've got my personal problems out of the way, plus we can get on.
Yeah, sure. Am I interrupting anything?
Nothing intimate.
Vicky, shall I go out? Come in again.
Oh, why don't you try going out and forgetting to come in again?
My, we are abrasive. And whose bed did you get out of on the wrong side this morning, then, eh?
Excuse me.
Was that necessary, sir?
That was pleasantry compared with some of the things that have been said in this office.
Problems?
No, stone seems loose. A bit wobbly, that's all.
Oh, have a look.
Haven't you got a glass?
Matter of fact, I do. Do you mind? Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's very...
Pretty? I think so. It's antique.
Insured?
No, by me.
Look, I've got to see a jeweller's this afternoon. You want, I'll get them to fix it for you. Well, come on, it'll be much safer.
Okay, you lose it.
I won't.
Miss Pringle to see you, Ma'am.
Mrs. Pringle. Thank you, Maisie. Oh, dear, Mrs. Pringle, you look as if you've been in the wars. Oh, come on. I'll take her upstairs to the canteen for a cup of tea. And Maisie, get someone to inform me the moment my office is free, OK? Come on, love, we'll have a cup of tea.
So, how many of these items were actually deposited with the bank?
In all, 104.
That's precise.
Well, I've got the signatures here.
And after the robbery, how many of these items, packages, whatever, had actually been opened?
Just over half, 53.
53. So that means the bank should have, what, 51 items intact, yes?
Yes.
So explain to me why this mob have opened 53 and left 51 untouched.
Well, I got what I wanted.
Which was?
£45,000 worth of jewellery, £33,093 in cash and kind.
And having stuck that little lot into their swag bag, you asking me to believe they turn to each other and say, let's call it a night, don't want to be greedy, do we? Whereupon they all slope up. Oh, come on, Jake. We're talking about a gang of thieves. We're talking about Frank Crowley, Billy Enders, Joe and Jackie Tate. They're not Latter-day Saints or conservationists. When Billy Enders' mother died, he shoved her body up in the loft, carried on drawing the pension until the neighbours complained about the smell. No, they left that vault with half the stuff untouched for a reason.
Well, it could have been disturbed.
Well, is there any evidence to support that?
No, not as yet.
Then make it your business to ask. Now, right now, I want you to get back to the Dealey Road Bank. Now, come and take this lot with you. Now, get hold of the bank manager, go down to the vault and check out every last item. Now, I'm not just interested in what was taken, I want to know precisely what was left behind. So you stay down there until your figures tally with their figures, and I mean exactly. Understood?
Understood.
Steve, love, you weren't that worried, were you?
No. Grandad was, though.
Look, Steve, I know that Well, I know I've only known him a week, but it's the nicest thing that's happened to me since you...
Look, as far as I'm concerned, anything you do, anything, it's fine with me.
Thanks, love. I'll see you later, okay? Jake? What is he? What's up?
I'm sorry, Maggie. What I'm going to tell you is strictly between you and me. You want to broadcast it afterwards? That's up to you. This ring is part of the loot from the Dealey Road bank job.
Ich werde gerne 2 Tagen bleiben. Also, tschüss.
Mrs. Forbes,
Maggie?
Allow me.
No, it's all right, William. I'll leave it on. I'm not stopping.
Look as though you need a drink.
Dave, I'm here officially.
If you're here officially, you're improperly dressed. You want to make it official, I insist you wear your pointed helmet with your flashing blue light, nick, nick, and blow your regulation whistle at given intervals. All right, let's talk.
Let's talk about that ring you gave me.
Don't tell me it's flawed.
As far as I know, it's perfect in every way, except for one thing. It's stolen property.
Are you
No,
serious?
I've never been more serious in all my life.
Are you implying...
No, I'm implying nothing. I'm telling you that this ring that you so generously gave me has been positively identified as part of the proceeds of the vault raid on the Dealey Road Bank. Then you wouldn't have the first idea of what I'm talking about, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
No more banter. No more quips.
Quips?
Lost our sense of humour, have we?
We? Oh, no, I think in these circumstances, it'd be better if the we was dropped, don't you? In this situation, I prefer to think in terms of you and me. Do you mind? Now, you. I don't know you that well. I thought I did, but obviously I was mistaken. You know, sometimes, not often, but sometimes I find myself wondering, how does your average police officer behave off duty? I mean, does he discard his authority and responsibility with his uniform and become a normal human being? Or does some of it stick?
Well, now I've given you an insight.
Me? I've always tried to see the funny side here. Always. Helps me keep a sense of proportion, perspective, you know what I mean? But this, funny, no. No way. I don't like it one little bit, and I'm not laughing, and yes, the banter stopped. And let me finish, please! Because I have to tell you, if you've got any plans to fit me up, you should have gone about it with a little more subtlety. Set it up with a little more care.
Set it up? Set you up?
Been tried before by experts, believe me.
We've got 4 suspects in the cells right now.
And you want to make it 5?
I am a policewoman. And whether you like it or not, I'm obliged to hand this ring in. The moment I do, it becomes evidence and can be used in evidence by the Crown prosecutor. And what the hell do I tell my boss when he asks me how it came to be in my possession in the first place?
Why don't you tell him you got it for services rendered?
Thank you. I needed that.
Well, well, the return of the prodigal. What'd you get?
Checked, rechecked, and checked again.
And?
No, you're right. One complete package, still unaccounted for.
Ooh. Curious. Any thoughts?
Well, I'm thinking about going home to bed.
No. Let's celebrate.
I'll make it tomorrow, Gov. I've had it.
Bottle, 2 glasses, if you please, Jake. I think we're on his tail.
Who?
D.I. Crofts, fantasy figure, Mr. Big, that's who. He's beginning to take on a bit of shape and substance.
Well, we know who he is.
With any luck, we might by tomorrow.
I was hoping tomorrow I could forget it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Excuse me.
Like a word.
Can it wait?
Got a problem.
Stop by.
Bill, I'm in trouble.
Well? It's nice.
Taken from the Dealey Road bank vault.
You sure?
Positive.
How'd you come by it?
Given to me.
Why?
A man.
Well, you'd better tell me about it, hadn't you?
We know for a fact, Billy, that a package was taken from that vault. Now, own up. That was the package you went in there looking for. Otherwise, why the hell did you leave with half the packets unopened, eh?
My life, I assumed it was something to do with the timing. Like I said, everything was plain, like cut and dried.
You didn't see Frank take a package?
No.
All right. Now, apart from the contents of that package, we recovered everything with the exception of a handful of items.
Well, I've told you.
Again. You tell me again.
Someone passes a box back to me. Black lacquer box. It's got a lot of, like, antique type stuff in it. Nice pieces.
Go on.
Well, I copped this lot, and as I'm putting them in a bag, I palm a few bits and pieces. Well, like I said, I had this personal debt light that wouldn't go away. I thought if I could flog these bits and pieces, it would be a bit of a sweetener.
What about your share of the take?
Oh, I'd have got that eventually, but it would have meant a bit of a wait.
Right, now, these few bits that you pocketed, what became of them?
I handed them over to a friend.
Friend's name?
You have to know.
Yeah, I have to know. He flew to Geneva?
And back.
But you don't know what for?
No.
Oh, no alternative, is there? We're going to have to pull him. I mean, possession of stolen property is enough. But you do realise, if the theory Bob Croft is putting forward proves correct, it's beginning to look that way, then your friend Dave Connally goes top of the list, #1 suspect.
No, he's not a villain.
Famous last words. Yes.
Oh, sorry,
It's
Gav.
okay.
Cleared up a couple of little mysteries. Now, as regards those missing items... Oh, Gav.
Yeah. Now, what missing items are we talking about?
Those few pieces we didn't recover when we pulled our villains in. Well, Billy Enders had them away on the side. Snaffled them during the raid. Says he wanted some quick cash to meet a pressing demand. Says he passed them on to a friend.
This friend got a name?
Aye. Solomon Goldmeyer.
Sergeant Fenton there? Yeah, as soon as you can.
And, as regards being disturbed, they weren't. Frank Crowley opens item 53, calls out, all right, let's go.
Other words, they found what they were looking for.
Of a certainty.
Yeah. Jimbo, got a job for you. Urgent priority. A gentleman by the name of Solomon Goldmeyer. You got an address to go with that?
Aye.
I want you to find him in, turn him over, and I want a thorough job, understood?
Sure, what charge?
Receipt of stolen property, for starters. Now, like I say, throw the book at him. I want a very worried man.
To hear is to obey.
Aye, well, I've got work to do, Gav. If Barrett should by
Yeah, I'll
any
let you know.
All right, Maggie.
What about it?
Yes, what indeed? What do we know about it?
It's clean.
You mean no track record?
Not a whisper.
That's no proof of anything. Oh, my. I mean, all the characters you choose to get involved with, this one takes the biscuit.
What do you mean?
A boxing promoter? He may have moved upriver, but he's still got his roots in the East End. Probably on drinking terms with every known villain on the manor. Even if he's not into, he's got to be on the cusp of villainy.
Oh, all right, so I made a mistake. I didn't know. Next time I'll have a man scream before I even have a coffee with him.
Yeah, all right.
Well, that's what you're saying, isn't it? Guilty until proven innocent?
Now, listen, I didn't write the bloody rule book, but you can only break so many before you wind up suspended.
I accepted a gift from a man in all innocence.
Which sounds very reasonable till you're asked to repeat it in a witness box. It's all very well chuntering on about innocence and fair play, while they're talking about the alleged corruption of a senior police
Look,
officer.
every now and then I get the desire to do just something that isn't all bound up in rules and regulations. I want to accept a situation as it happens and not have to question it out of existence. I want to feel free to do what I want, when I want, as...
Russell. Who? Yeah, okay. Dave Connally, in your office. Go talk to him.
Here? Oh, no, I couldn't.
I said go talk to him. Business.
Dave?
Maggie? Look, earlier.
Yes?
Not like me.
No?
No. You caught me off guard.
I'm sorry.
You're using your official tone?
What is it that you want, Dave?
Well, like you, I have priorities.
Be fair.
I'm trying, believe me. The first thing I want is to clear myself.
You prepared to offer a name?
I've put out a few feelers, suggested I'm prepared to spend.
And?
You want to keep this official?
Yes, I'd prefer it that way.
All right. Word is that the Dealey Road bank job is connected with a dropout whiz kid, character named Step Harrison. Comes out of Islington. You know him?
No, But if it's a new boy, that's par for the course. What else?
Well, think back. And remember, I'm just trying to put together a few whispers and make a sensible noise. You with me?
Go on.
About 2 years ago, 2 executive types, well-dressed, well-spoken, drive up to a bonded warehouse at Heathrow. Their credentials are impeccable. Must have been forged by an expert. They certainly fooled the security boys because 7 minutes later, they walked out of that warehouse and drove off with over £1.5 million worth of industrial diamonds. Ring a bell?
Yeah, hang on, wait a minute. Chief Superintendent Gregory led the hunt, and he drew a total blank. But he went on record as saying that, in his opinion, those stones had never left the country. Am I right?
Let's suppose that Gregory was right, and for reasons best known to the gang, they decided to bury those stones out of sight for a while.
Like in the Dealey Road bank vault.
And let's suppose the word got out.
Yeah, well, that kind of information's dangerous.
And costly. Don't I know?
Right, back to Harrison. Are you saying that he's robbed the robbers?
Why not? Happens all the time. Dog eat dog.
Yes.
Well?
I'm waiting.
For what?
Dave, I have to know how that ring came to be in your possession. Well?
I've given you a name. The name of a villain. The ring I bought from a friend in good faith. I'm not a grass. Don't look to me for that information.
You could be in a lot of trouble.
I'd like to think you were really concerned. Don't worry. I won't leave the country without informing you. Good night.
The Harrison file, sir.
So, says in here that pepper is an aphrodisiac. Oh, this Harrison, Step short for Stephen. Not much of it, what there is, quite interesting. He's been expelled from 3 schools, all minor public. First known offence, street trading in marijuana at the early age of 17.
Nice.
Well, his father's a company lawyer, and he's used the family's good name, his father's contact, and his wits. What's his last release from prison, December 75.
Merry Christmas, that all?
Oh, last known address, the Laurel, Speechcombe Drive, Wembley. Let's keep an eye on him, yes?
All right, from now?
Why not?
Harrison by George.
Yes, well, don't get too excited. My governor's been onto the yard. They're getting quite interested.
A special crime squad.
It's their province.
We do the legwork, they collect the kudos.
No, not this one. They won't. Not if I can help it. Got my own good reasons for wanting this one wrapped up neat and tidy on the premises, yes?
Jimmy.
I've just put Mr. Goldmeyer in downstairs, number 5.
Problems?
No, he's a nice man. Came like a lamb. He'd like a word.
It's good of you to see me. As soon as I realized, I recognized the hippie sergeant. He's very nice. He took my place apart, but he did it without ill will. Would you believe this is the first time I've been in trouble with the police, the first time in my life? Suddenly I'm a bank robber?
You're going to be charged with receiving stolen property, Mr. Goldmeyer.
What about Dave Connally?
Dave Connally isn't your concern.
Oh, but he is, don't you see? I've dropped him in it. I sold him a ring. I told him it was my mother's. I told him I needed the money badly. He paid me in cash, didn't even ask for a receipt.
You still got that money?
Have I got it? No, I haven't got it. You've got it. The sergeant, the costermonger character, he's got it. He's got the lot. Everything. He had a squad of them there, like ants. They were schlepping my stuff out in suitcases, in cardboard boxes, in plastic bags, like I'm public enemy #1. They found out things about me I didn't know myself. They found a letter from my mother dated 1939, unopened.
You prepared to sign a statement clearing Dave Connally?
Of course. Dave's a good boy, a good customer, never any trouble.
Customer?
I deal in antiques.
He buys from you?
Regularly.
Bent gear?
Do me a favor, never. On my life. I don't know how well you know Dave. Well, let me tell you, he is as straight as a die. We have a relationship long-standing from way back. I wouldn't jeopardize that for anything, I swear.
I'll be back in a minute.
Don't rush. I've got plenty of time.
Now, he signs a statement to that effect. Dave Connally will be vindicated, yes?
In a court of law, yes. Now let Sergeant Fenton take the statement.
All right. And you'll let him off the hook?
When we've got Step Harrison in the bag.
How far have you got?
Well, Croft and his team are on their way. Our friend Harrison should be in custody within the hour. Now, if, and I repeat, if he is found in possession of a package containing industrial diamonds valued in excess of £1.5 million, then we shall have...
You're Mr. Big.
Right, and your friend Dave Connally will be in the clear.
Mr. Connally, Mrs.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Maggie.
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Watch it. You sound as though you mean it.
But also, thanks to you and your connections, we've apprehended Mr. Harrison.
Apprehended? You mean you've nicked him?
He's helping the police with their inquiries, as they say.
Well, that's all right, then.
Your ability to gather that kind of information as quickly has...
Got them scratching their heads?
Amongst other things, yes.
Shall I take your coat?
No, I'm not stopping. Your friend Solly Goldmeyer.
Sorry, yes.
He was brought in this morning.
You get a scene too?
I saw him.
And he told me.
He was worried. His one thought was to clear you. He's very sorry.
We all make mistakes.
He didn't want any of this to affect your friendship.
As if it would. How much trouble is he in?
Possession of stolen property.
Bloody fool. Does he want a solicitor?
There's legal aid, but if you
Are
feel...
you after blood?
He signed a statement. We'll check it. We have to. If he's telling the truth, first offence, he should get a suspended sentence.
I'd like to see him. Is that all right?
Of course. I'll make the arrangements if you just let me know.
You can always phone. Phone here.
I'll get someone to phone, okay?
Well, why did you come?
I just wanted to apologise. And I just thought it would be more fitting if I did it in person, that's all.
That's all?
Night, Dave.
Maggie, 1 minute, please. I wouldn't dream of stopping you from leaving if that's what you really want to do, but I just wanted the chance to say that, well, while you can't win them all, it is important to win the one that matters most. You see, we're supposed to be living in an enlightened age. Sometimes forget that. Sometimes have to be reminded that it's necessary to take time out between the battles. Maggie.
If only you knew. If only you knew how many times I've just wanted to say I'm a woman. Please remember I'm a woman.
We've got time. I'll take time. I'm out of training. Need a bit of coaching, that's all.